My name is Franco Stalteri, and I'm the founder of Charlie's Burgers and the CB Wine programs. Today, I'm going to explain how I cellar my wine collection and ensure it's maturing in the most optimal environment. We're going to talk about all the elements that make a great cellar. We're going to discuss temperature, humidity, vibration, light. We will also compare different types of cellars, active and passive cellars. We'll also look at boxes, packaging, wooden cases, cardboard cases, and labels. Temperature is critically important to your cellar. Ideally, you want to store your bottles in an environment with a temperature in the 10 to 13 degrees Celsius range. Most bottles should be stored on their side to maintain contact between the wine and the cork. Wines that turn over quickly, aka the ones you're going to be drinking fast, don't really need to be stored on their side. They can remain upright. Most wines, red, white, rosé, and dessert wines should be stored on their sides. Maintaining proper temperature in the cellar is essential to the long-term preservation and aging of wine. You want to ensure the least amount of temperature variation in your cellar and any swings in temperature. Humidity is essential to proper wine storage. Dry air will cause corks to dry out and lose moisture and contract over time. If the integrity of the seal is decreased, it will allow for more oxygen to enter the bottle and speed up the rate of evaporation. It can also contribute to faults in the wine. In terms of where to set the humidity in your cellar, the optimal range would be between 70 and 80%. There's no problem in a higher level of humidity for the cork or the wine. However, if you plan on selling any of those precious bottles, or if you're storing your wine as an investment, it's important to keep a close eye on humidity long term. Increased levels of humidity can destroy the labels, and bottles with damaged labels will typically sell for less than ones with pristine labels. Now, if you're cellaring your wine to maturity for your own enjoyment, it will make little difference. In addition to temperature and humidity, your wine needs a very still and dark place to mature over time. Much like a vampire, light and vibration are both enemies of wine. Avoid vibrations. This stirs up sediment, which can create notes totally uncharacteristic to the wine, as well as making it more difficult to decant immediately out of the cellar. Unwanted vibrations can lead to chemical reactions that might cause your bottles to develop differently than what might be beneficial to your wine. Strong light can alter and change wine. It can interfere with its delicate chemical makeup. Light can radiate heat, which can also contribute to damaging wine. The first line of defense against this is the dark green glass used most often for red wines. There are two types of wine cellars, active and passive. An active cellar is where temperature is controlled mechanically. Most collectors around the world store their wines in active cellars. A constant temperature and humidity is very easily maintained in an active cellar. Now, a passive cellar is most often deep underground, allowing for constant cool temperatures. Many wineries across the world have this type of cellar, which is made up of caves and labyrinths under their properties. For example, across the Champagne region, there's an estimated 250 kilometers of chalk tunnels protecting millions of bottles of champagne, located 20 to 40 meters below ground. A passive cellar's temperature can often rise and fall with the change in seasons. Now, slight temperature fluctuations can be fine for the maturing of wine. It's big temperature and humidity swings which you totally want to avoid. Here are a few packaging tips to remember. If you're buying a full case of wine which comes in a wooden crate, for example, it's a really good idea to keep these wooden boxes. If you're buying wine as an investment, the original case can add up to 10% in value to the price of the wine. Ideally, the wine would be stored unopened in the sealed wooden case. Wooden cases can last up to 100 years if stored properly. You can also easily stack these up to 10 high. The only issue you're going to have is getting to that bottom case. If your wine comes in a cardboard box, it's best to transfer the wine immediately onto racks in your cellar. In a humid environment, cardboard will bend and disintegrate over time, and stacking it is totally out of the question. Plus, wet cardboard is not what you want to smell when you walk into your cellar. I hope these tips help you in cellaring your wines.